There you go. Can you hear me?
Turn your speakers on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All righty, man. Okay.
2.3 TV. Let's see. Audio output. Oh, that is the speakers. Okay.
One, two, one, two. Make sure this ain't echoing.
Check, check. Don't get too loud. All right, there we go.
All right, so we're gonna jump on in this man, cause you out here killing it, bro. So we gotta talk about this one.
For sure. I appreciate it.
Yo. All right, yeah, I told y'all, man, I keep the hot shows coming, man, and I had to bring my partner back, man. He keep these heat dropping albums coming. So, man, without further ado, it's my man Skip. What's up, man?
What it do? Appreciate you having me, family. As always, man. It's a pleasure.
Oh yeah, man. We know you keep doing what you're doing. We're gonna keep bringing you back because people got to know about everything you got going on, man. Especially these projects, because you out here doing something that a lot of people not doing and giving us knowledge, but and keeping the street at the same time. So you know what I mean. So we get, it's been a minute since we talked, man. So we gonna have a conversation. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because a lot didn't change. You know what I mean? Like for instance, you just dropped a little off the skip now. So
Yeah,
you
for
you
sure.
you didn't grew up on us, and the music didn't grew up. So let's kind of take it back a little bit, man. Because people don't know, he from the Nap Town, the hometown. Uh,
Indeed.
you know, it's been a minute. It's been what it's been about a year since you dropped another last project, ain't it?
About 2.5, two and a half. Yeah, I dropped Sorry for My Trauma 2023. I dropped part two like the beginning of 2024. So it's been about 2.5, bro. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
Okay, so let's talk about both of those projects, man, because those are some deep projects, and it
for
seemed like
sure.
you was doing a therapy session with those projects.
Yeah,
So what doing those projects, what did you learn about yourself?
it really was actual therapy that inspired them projects. I had a therapist, man, just a real OG for real. And he just told me like, man, all these sessions we doing, you should turn each session into its own song. You know what I mean? Like take down notes and turn it into music. And I'm thinking like, man, I ain't never really wanted to be that vulnerable. I always been soulful, but I ain't never really been like extremely vulnerable. But he challenged me to do that, so I did that, and I love the outcome of it. And then on part two, I felt like part one was more so about just family stuff and personal stuff, like the super deep within me type of stuff. You know what I mean? But I wanted part two to be strictly about my street experiences, what I went through when I was in the streets from the amount of time I was in it. And that's what I went with for part two. It's a lot darker, but it's still therapeutic. I'm talking about it from the perspective of growth and therapy, but it just feels a little different for sure.
Okay. So what type of gratification that people give you from them projects? 'Cause like I told you, there was there was a couple of records on there that touched me. I could
Yeah.
relate to them 100%. And that's what music is all about, is having people to be able to relate. So, what type of other situations like that did you have off those projects?
Man, I got what people would call a cult following. Like it ain't, yeah, I mean, it might not be the biggest, but it's the most loyal fan base. And my fan base, like every album I drop, it get like critical acclaim from my people. Yeah, I mean, like my fan base, they love vulnerable music. They love the Tupacs and the J. Cole's and the, yeah, I mean, that's what they appreciate. So every time I drop, it's meaningful. It's always gonna be something meaningful that you can feel in your soul. So I mean, the feedback is usually the same. You know what I mean? Just like, hey man, I really needed this. This was an important time for this project to drop. Very necessary. They spill their favorite songs and they just be like, "Bro, this is deep. Like you talking about the stuff that need to be talked about." And Sorry for My Trauma was like probably the most successful album I've ever had. Part one was probably the most successful album I ever had. It hit number 6 on the iTunes charts, rap and hip hop albums. And it was just because it resonated with everybody in that mental health space. You know what I mean? Like it felt like therapy. You know what I mean? So I think it just really resonated with people because of that.
Okay, so with both of those albums doing, the things they did, what made you take a 2 year hiatus?
My kid, man, when my wife got pregnant, I was like, yeah, this got to take a back seat. So she had got pregnant, well, March of 2023, 2020, yeah, March of 2024, something like that. And when she got pregnant, I was pretty much through with it. And then, especially when the time came for him to arrive on Earth, I was like, nah, yeah, music got to take a back seat. Even when I tried to get in the booth, because I got a studio in my crib, when I tried to get in there, he wasn't having it. You feel me? Like he wasn't having it. Yeah, he's a daddy's boy. So I'm finally getting to the point where he chilling. He about to be 2, and he just chilling. You feel me? So I'm able to get back in my groove slowly but surely. But man, that whole hiatus was all about my kid and just me being a family man and a father.
Now it's time for them terrible twos. Are you ready for that?
Nah, man, I'm molding him up good. I shouldn't have to worry about that. I'm molding him good. But I don't know. We'll see. I can
Hey,
be
hey,
terrible too.
hey, I said the same thing, and every time I lost.
Hey, you know what? I'm ready, man. I ain't gonna lie, cause he already something else. So I'm ready for it. Just gotta keep him occupied. That's it.
So you switched over, man. You're doing the family thing and all that. What has that changed in you, and what has that meant to you?
Man, that's a good question. I feel like I changed drastically. I can't put a finger on what exactly changed. I know I'm more patient. I know I'm more strategic. Like everything gotta make sense before it happened. You feel me? I'm like real particular about how I spend my time now because I feel like if my time ain't spent with my son or doing something that's benefiting my son, if it's benefiting me only, then it gotta make sense. You feel me? So definitely a lot more strategic with my time and considerate, and more patient for sure. And somehow I might be better musically. I don't know if I just needed a creative break. You know what I mean? But I mean, I personally feel like, with this album, it just felt more mature. And I don't know if mature the right word, but just felt like I took a leap forward artistically. Yeah, I mean, so for sure.
Well, I'm gonna say you definitely took a leap forward because, man, I was riding to the project, man, and I got my favorites again as always. You know,
For sure.
and I'm listening to some of these records, man, and it's like you dropping some gems, you're giving some messages, and some of them even sound real personal. So you know what I mean. So let's kind of jump into the project, man. Uh,
Okay.
because this, hey, we're gonna have to go through almost all these records, bro. Because this, like I say, this is an awesome project. No,
Right on. I'm here for it.
didn't expect nothing less from you, but hey, this one's awesome, and we're gonna start off with number one. Alive as AF. You know what I mean? give us. You know, I got my perspective, but give me your perspective on what you was thinking when you did this record.
So this was the first song that was recorded from the album. And I mean that as like intentionally recorded. So I had a bunch of songs and I was weaving through my folder of all my, songs that ain't been released. And I was able to build the message of the soundtrack to being black. It was just miscellaneous songs here and there. And I'm like, man, all these just feel black. So I'm like, maybe I should just make an album that's just like about black empowerment. And the first thing I thought was when I start this off out the gate, I gotta say that no matter where we at in the black culture, I'm proud to be black. And that's what this song is. It's like no matter what y'all try to do to tear us down and oppress us, we here, we alive. And I'm gonna talk about all that ignorant stuff that y'all didn't put us through and made us become, because although we need to grow from that, that's where we at right now. And I need you to know that I love us where we at right now. I'm proud to be black, regardless of what we going through. You feel me? So that's all that song is about. Is like we here, we alive. You couldn't break us, and you think I'm gonna go against my people for what we, going through, but I'm really gonna ride with them until we come up out that situation. You feel me?
Okay. Now let's move on. You know, you and Leroy, y'all never miss. Come back with another one. Time flies. You know, give us the insight.
Yeah, time flies. So this was one of the songs that was in the vault. So this is probably my favorite song on the project. If you listen to a Skypp album, track two is usually always my favorite song. I always like to put my favorite song at track two. Um, but Time Flies it wasn't really made for this project. It was just a miscellaneous song. But when I listened to it, I'm like, man, this is the black experience. You know what I mean? Starting off, first verse is about losing people, to violence, sickness, addiction, all the above. Like we witness every type of loss when it comes to death in the black community, as do, other races, but ours just, I feel like it's a lot more intense and a lot more frequent. And then the second verse, I get into, what it feel like to chase a dream and the dream not work out like you thought it was gonna work out. You know what I mean? And then losing that confidence in yourself as a human being, but just being able to push through that and realizing like that dream wasn't my, what I mean? That wasn't my life. It was just my dream. I still got an entire life, and I still got a purpose outside of that dream. Verse three talks about sobriety. Yeah, I mean, people going through drug addiction or whatever kind of addiction. Ain't even got to be a drug, but just addiction and just that feeling of helplessness and just trying to push through and let them know like we need you here. You know what I mean? And you're gonna look back when you overcome this hurdle and be like, time flies. And then the last verse is about my mom and just what I mean, acknowledging that I was a knucklehead, you feel me? And letting her know like I know you probably look back now like psh, time flies, you know what I mean? I put her through all that stuff and here I am today with my own son. And I'm praying to God that my son don't put me through what I put her through. Like, you know what I mean? The tables turn, time flies.
Boy, I know my mama. She be screaming hearing you say that. Boy, without it for mine.
Man, my mama heard that verse. She was like, boy, you was definitely a knucklehead, boy.
Boy. All right, man. Now number three. You know what I mean? When I listen to this record, man, and I hope a lot of young brothers actually take time to listen to it. The stop sign.
Yeah.
You, you know, give them a little, complex on that.
Man, you probably gonna hear me say one of my favorites for a lot of songs, but this is another one, man. Like, man, this might be the most well-rounded song on the whole project to me. Um, so I felt like when you talk about the black experience, you got to talk about the hood. Like you got to give people a visual representation of the hood. A person might be listening and they might not never been to the hood or might not really experienced it, might have drove past it. But I just wanted to give a visual representation of the hood. And I feel like the number one thing that come to mind when I think about a visual representation is like the stop sign with the bullet holes in it and the graffiti on it. You feel me? Like that's just what came to mind first. But the lyrics give you a lot more detail when you listen to the verses. And that's all the song is just trying to take a walk with me through my neighborhood, take a walk with me through all the inner city neighborhoods across the country that's going through the same kind of oppression.
Yeah, but I like how you did that and switched up to put some positive into it as well. So
For sure. Got to, because I feel like every story got to have a end. Some people will make a song and it'll be dope and it'll be like the context would be nice, but it don't got to end. It's like you making it seem like that struggle has to live on forever. You know what I mean? And a lot of this shit is mental. Forgive me if I ain't supposed to cuss, but a lot of stuff is mental. So you can overcome anything. You just got to get your mental together. So that's what I try to give with every song. I try not to leave it on a low note. I try to at least end it with some hope or with some success or something.
Now you know my two nephews hooked up for number four, man. The big homie Mac. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know, so let's talk about this funeral.
Shout out to bro, man. I ran into bro doing a Jiggalate remix. And what I mean, he just gave me so much praise, man. I be forgetting in my past life I was that dude. You know what I mean? So people in his age group used to like they was a little bit under me age wise. So he was just telling me like, man, bruh, like we used to listen to Skip Saturdays, bro. Like that's what we was on. So it was just so much love, man. And I'm like, man, you know what, bro? Pull up on me, man. Pull up to the spot, man. I want to work with you. So he had pulled up on me. And this song is called Stop Waiting for Funerals. This is the oldest song on the project. I recorded this song probably, this is sorry for my trauma days when I recorded this song, really a little bit before. So like 2022, 2023. Always loved this song, but I couldn't find a place for it. And then, like I said, this is one of the ones out of that batch. And I'm like, man, that's the black experience. Like you in the hood, you make it out the hood, you reminiscing about that friend from the hood, you know what I mean? And you just like, man, I really wish we could just link up more. Like when you grow up and become an adult, everybody go their different ways, and it seemed like we only link up for funerals or when somebody pass away, then we bonding again over that death. But we got to quit trauma bonding and we got to be intentional about it. Let's link up. We can do a barbecue. We can play some cards, whatever the case may be. We don't got to wait till somebody pass away for us to embrace each other. So that's all that song is. Stop waiting for funerals. Let's link up. And big homie Max slid. He brought something to the song. I feel like when I do features with not features, when I do songs with people, they try to come on and match my energy. But I love how bruh came and brought his own flavor to it. And I like for my features to come through and outdo me. You know what I mean? Like I want you to come on the song, drop 24 bars. You know what I mean? Make your presence felt. And I ain't even had to ask bro to do that. He just did that on his own for sure. So I respect him to the max for that.
Okay. All right, now this one right here, number five. This got to be my favorite song on the whole project. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna need that so we can add that to the station and I can service all these people out here because this record right here definitely need to be heard. You know what I mean? Everybody need to be playing it. I mean, it's a true black anthem for black people, bro. So
So
let's talk about Black Joy.
yeah, man. I mean, and that was exactly the vibe I was going for. When I heard the beat, shout out to Shiny D. He produced the beat. When I heard it, I'm like, bro, this is an anthem, bro. Like this, whatever this is, it gotta be something that put on for a certain group of people. And this was another song that was created after the idea of the album. I was telling myself, like, man, I need an anthem for Black Joy. I don't think it was even Black Joy, those words in particular. It was just like the happiness. And then that melody started playing. I just it came to me so easily, like Black Joy. Boy, I called Elena up. I'm like, hey, I need you for sure. Come on through because Elena Renee, she stand for that. You know what I mean? So at that point, it was easy work. You know what I mean? The vibe was already there. The hook was already there. I just had to fill it in. And I dropped it around the time of we got a festival in Nap called the Black Joy Festival, where it's called the Joy Festival, and then it's like, yeah, it's all Black Joy though. But I dropped it around that time, and let it do its thing for sure.
And I like how she threw the Missy Elliott at the end, like you ain't gonna be having me
Right.
just singing like
I wasn't
like
expecting that. That wasn't playing. She just sent me the vocals, and I'm like, hold on now. Why is it more vocals after the song is over? And I got to listen, and I'm like, oh, that band part was really just the band. Like it wasn't nothing on it. And she was like, hold on, man, I'm about to drop something on here.
oh yeah, she
And
did
that's
that.
another she big homie Macked it. You know what I mean? She came through and said, nah, I'm gonna stand on me. I'm gonna make my presence felt. So I respect that.
Oh yeah, she did. She definitely did that one. Now R&B and you, this is one of my other favorite. I
Yeah.
like what y'all did
This
with this record. You know, what I mean, I ain't got no woman right now, but if I get one, I'm throwing this one on.
Yeah. Nah, this song definitely is one of the fan favorites. Stop Waiting for Funerals is probably the number one song amongst like my support system. I've heard a lot about that song, but R&B and You might be number two. It's another one later down the line that I'm hearing a lot about, but R&B and You is one of them fan favorites, man. I got Dead Silence on that. I got Bubby B on that, produced by Major Seventh and his homeboy. I don't know his homeboy's producer name, but I know his name is Adrian. But this was man, when I heard this beat, bruh, I'm talking about it just made me feel some kind of way, man. And then the melody just came to me. It's really like a true story type vibe. It was definitely a female I dealt with, and that whole song just encapsulates her vibe. Like every time I play R&B music around her, it just turned her on. All the outfits and all the glasses I was talking about in the verse, it really encapsulates that moment. So it's a real moment song. You feel me? And I always love this song. It's been sitting around for a long time in my vault. Also, got a lot of songs in the vault.
Yeah, it look like somebody had to raid that vault in a minute, man. But,
Nah, man, we Gucci.
all right, let's go to number seven, man. You know, it seems like you and Big Wood got a connection too,
Yeah,
because this record right here, you know, every time y'all connect, you know, y'all bring something good, and this is one of my favorites as well. So,
yeah, man. Lucky like the ladies, man. I knew the ladies song was gonna be your favorite, man. Nah, but a lot of people don't know, man. But me and Wood, man, we started our whole rap journey started together. You know what I mean? Our freshman year of high school, we had a rap group called Wise Click. We really was like teenage phenoms. We had the whole East Side on lock for real. But we branched off a little bit after high school. But we always made sure to, you know what I mean? We best friends in real life. So we always made sure to like, collab with each other. He on majority of my albums. I'm on majority of his. But this is just one of them ones because Wood he's melodic. Like people know Wood for writing melodic music. So I'm like, I'm gonna throw him on something melodic. And this is probably the most melodic song on the whole project. So I'm like, this is probably Wood vibe. He probably want to get on some old rap stuff here next. So I'm gonna give him something to take him out his comfort zone. But for this album, I felt like this was the one for Wood for sure. I mean, my camera just doing what they want to do, boy. These new MacBooks they do a lot.
hey, all this technology doing what they want to do.
Yeah,
All right,
so
let's go to the Exodus. You know, give us some info on that.
for sure. So I want to shout out uh the big homies of America. This is really a song that was curated by them. They got the homie Keith Wallace on it. Keith Wallace is from Miami. He got a pretty nice following on social media. But the big homies of America, they put this song together along with another song we did that's not on the album, and it was just for a period of time where we was trying to build and connect with the Miami artists and just trying to trying to start like a stop the violence movement and just build on positivity. Because Keith Wallace, he stand for that for real. So, and I feel like I do that in our city. So we were just trying to merge the cities together. On the other song, we got from Chicago. Q, he stand for that for real. And we was trying to get what's homie name, light skinned dude, D1. We was trying to get him on that other song too. So it'd be like a part of each side. But yeah, man, like I said, it was a mission. And I was telling them like as I was making the album, I went back in my vault and I heard them songs and I'm like, bro, these songs, they stand for what this album stand for. I feel like this song is actually called yeah, you said the Exodus. On some DSPs it's called Living in the Gutter because they didn't update the title. But I felt like I needed a song that kind of offered solutions. A lot of songs talked about the downside of the black experience. And I felt like we needed something that kind of will put some fat on your head and give you some game and, just give you some hope for sure. So this is one of them songs, man. It's like an OG song for real.
Okay? Now I'm gonna switch this up a little bit. I'm gonna go from I'm gonna go to number 12, and
Okay.
let's talk about freedom.
Freedom. Okay. Yeah, D Ward Senior, man. Shout out to the homie, Delani, man. He had reached out to do this song a while back. This is actually his song, featuring me and Edward Strickland Jr. But again, he dropped it as a single and I felt like it didn't get the love it deserved. So I told him, I'm like, man, look, man, I'm making this album called The Soundtrack to Being Black and Freedom. Like it has to cap it off. Like at the end of the day, that's what we want. That's what we fighting for. I mean, that's the answer. So I'm like, man, I need that record for the album, man. It was produced by, I believe he said that the producer's name was Tone Jones. When I first heard it, when he sent me two records, he was like, I want you to pick. When I heard this one, I'm like, no brainer, my dude. That's the one. That's the one I need to get on. And I was supposed to do one verse, but when I was writing it, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep going. And whatever he want to keep, he can keep. And he ended up keeping everything. He ain't even rap on the song. He just pretty much DJ Khaled it, I guess. That's him singing the freedom on the hook. But I'm like, yeah, bro. I was just like, I just felt good about that song. You know what I mean? I just kept going. And, hey, that mug came out nice, nice times.
Okay. Now, reason I switched these up these the way I did this because these last three records, bruh, these last three records, I mean, these are some impactful records. And I think
Okay.
once people hear these records, you know what I mean, they gonna shed a tear or two because this is, it's you can tell you put your heart and soul into these three records. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
So,
sure.
we're gonna start with the stories we tell ourselves because I felt like that
Mm,
record, oh my gosh, that one it blew my mind, bro. Cause
yeah.
you said everything that we be saying and how we be
Right.
saying it.
Nah, for sure. And what's crazy, the stories we tell ourselves is about one person's mindset. That's what people don't realize. That song is one person's mindset growing over time. So we can use me as an example. When I was young, I was so traumatized and so like hopeless, bro. Like I'm looking at the world like, damn, like I ain't gonna never be able to succeed in this. Like I'm gonna have to get in the streets. I'm gonna have to get lucky and be an NBA player. I'm gonna have to get lucky and be a rapper. Like it ain't designed for me to win. That was what I told myself. It don't mean it's true though. That's just what I told myself. I felt helpless. I saw my uncle on the corner with a alcohol bottle every time I leave the house. He outside on a porch, sleep something. I got family members doing crack and all kind of crazy drugs, bro. Like it just didn't look good. So I'm like, man, I got to get lucky to get out of here. So that hopeless feeling is the first verse. That second verse is where somehow, some way, you find a way to channel with your ancestors. Some people do this and don't know that it's happening for them. Some people say it's God, ancestors. Like I feel like all that is the same thing. You feel me? So when that spirit talk to you, or just you get that positive energy, and it's just like speaking to you and it's like resonating with you. That's all the second verse is. It's something telling me like I can't go out like this. You didn't grew up now, you getting more mature. You starting to understand like, nah, I got more power than I realized. I can't go out like this. Like they didn't die for us to live like this, all hopeless and whatnot. The third verse is when you finally overcame all that and you know, like, man, I can do whatever I want to do. And can't nobody stop me. I'm black. I'm powerful. You know what I mean? I'm capable and I can do it. So it's really just the shift happening in real time on its own. You feel me? And I felt like that was necessary because I feel like life is the story you tell yourself. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. You feel me? That's my favorite quote. It's the stories we tell ourselves. And I learned that from therapy, relationship therapy at that, because me and my wife used to butt heads and it'd be like, really what's happening is y'all are telling yourselves that this person is being this way and this person is doing this because of this. But in reality, everybody got a genuine reason why they are the way they are and why they react in the way they react. But we tell ourselves stories and we fall in them traps. And that's all life is, the story you tell yourself.
Yeah, definitely deep record, bro. Now this one, we're gonna jump to number nine. You know what I mean? Because I think this one resonated with me a lot. And I be telling my kids, y'all gotta value your grandmother while she's still here because once she's
Mm,
gone, you know what I mean? Because all my grandmas are gone, so
right.
I wish I could call them up or drive by and give them a hug. So yeah, so this one definitely resonated with me. So let's talk about
For sure.
Christmas cards.
Yeah, Christmas cards, man. Another one of my favorites. Um, I battled with putting this on a project, but what really brought it together was when I found that skit from Soul Food to put in the beginning, because that skit embodied the black experience. As far as it kind of go hand in hand with "Don't wait for funerals, stop waiting for funerals." I really should have put them back to back, but man, my granny, bro, like my family is so dysfunctional, family, like so dysfunctional, and my granny had kids with a man with mental issues. I said that in the song. And all those kids that she had by that man messed up in the head. All the kids they had, my cousins, something ain't right. You know what I mean? No disrespect to my family. I'm just saying, like, that man did something to them to my people, you feel me? And they all just ain't right in the head, you feel me? So they all ventured off. My family is so broken. Nobody talks to nobody. I saw a cousin today, like we didn't even hug. It was like so weird seeing her. You know what I mean? That's the kind of family I got. And they treat Granny so cold. Man, I'm just like, how could you? My mom was the only person, the only sibling that had a different daddy. So we didn't get passed down the mental issues, luckily. You know what I mean? But we the only ones who talk to my granny, me and my brothers, and my granny got like 20 grandkids. You feel me? And I could never understand it, but I showed them grace because I know that they was passed down some stuff that they can't control. You feel me? And I just wanted to make that song for Granny more than anything else, just to let her know we see you, Granny. Like I know what you did for us, and I appreciate you. And I'm really locked in with my Granny for real. Like we besties, we road dogs. So I just wanted to make that song for her. I never made a song for nobody other than my mama. I don't think I even made a song for I made a project for my dad, so I guess that kind of count. But I ain't never made a song for nobody in my family except for my mom and dad. So I felt like Granny deserved it.
Yeah, that that was deep, bro. And you know what I mean, and I know she definitely appreciated that. But now
You
let's
don't
talk
even know
about.
about it. You don't even know about it.
Oh
I'm gonna
man, you
tell
got.
her, man, but I cussed a
Hey,
lot, so she probably gonna be on my head about that.
hey, it don't matter, and they be appreciating that. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure.
Yeah. So let's talk about the state of black love because man,
Yeah,
just the title alone, when you read that, you could take it in so many different ways because
for sure.
our people is messed up across the board. But let's talk about this record, man. You know what I mean? Because this one sounds personal. You know what I mean? I had to say this. I was like, man,
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, I just feel like, man, I just want to get back to them 50, 60 year marriages, man. If that's what if marriage is what you into, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, just the broken homes, man. Like that shit kill me. Like I feel like that's the reason a lot of these kids is so far, off the deep end because they was raised in broken homes. And I think that they got a lot to do with everything that's happening. You feel me? Like the climate of the black community I don't know, man. Like baby mama, baby daddy stuff. And of course that stems from us being impulsive and just having sex with anybody. Yeah, I mean, it's not intentional. You feel me? So we having these kids out of wedlock and you know what I mean? You know, now people don't want to have kids. They be accidents, we be reckless. And it's just building all these broken homes, bro. And I just feel like we need to get back to real love and real intentionality because I don't know, man. I think that's the number one issue across the board in our culture. And I think it got a lot to do with the violence and everything that's going on. It's these broken homes, man, for sure. So the state of black love is just me offering a couple different solutions. Be more mindful. You know what I mean? Be more intentional. Be more forgiving. Be more something. Because what we doing ain't working. So something got to improve. And I ain't trying to be judgmental or none of that. I'm just seeing the issue and I'm trying to offer some sort of inspiration for you to want to do your part in fixing it because it's extremely important.
oh yeah, the soundtrack of being black to being black, y'all. You know, another. I gotta say, it's a platinum record. I don't care nobody else. It's a platinum record, man.
I
You know,
appreciate it, man. I
so
feel the same way. You know what I mean? No matter what happens with the album, I don't put an album out if I ain't happy with how it sound and the purpose of it and the intentionality of it. And I gotta say, bro, like outside of you for you, and maybe sorry for my trauma. I had some issues with that one, but this one, bro, like I'm extremely proud of it, and I don't need no validation. I'm past that part of my career where I feel like I need people to like it. I need people to react. Nope, nope. I'm making music for me. You feel me? And I was extremely proud of this one, and I've been bumping it, and I don't never bump my albums after I drop them. You feel me? So I'm happy with it for sure.
All right. Now, man, when I first met you, man, you was a new kid on the block, man, come in with the CD, sophisticated street music and all that. Oh my gosh, and all that.
Yeah,
You OG now, baby.
yeah.
You one of the top ones in the game from the city right now. How does that make you feel?
Man, time flies, man. For real. Like I be looking back, you know what I mean? I just be like, damn, it's really no words for it, bro. Like it's crazy. Like I heard about it when I was a teenager, like, man, you gonna look up and yada yada. And I'm just like, I was too young to understand, you know what I mean? But now I'm here and I'm just like, this is wild. And I was actually watching Vic Mensa and Chance the Rapper just dropped an interview today. I was checking it out and they was talking about a dude from Chicago named Brother Mike. I guess he was like a super mentor to all the young teen artists in the city and what he did to help them blow up on each side, hip hop and drill, all of it. It inspired me, bro. I think that's my next endeavor right there, man, to start something like that for the city, man. I feel like it's time to go ahead and start sharing the knowledge that people like you and Uncle Jams taught me, to the next generation so we can push this city in a different direction, man.
Especially, what I mean, we took some major hits from the city. You know, Playboy, Tony, Lil E, and a few other ones. What I
Yeah,
mean.
for sure.
So, and it's like, I'm actually gonna do an article about that. You know what I mean? But it's but but seeing your peers that that was right there with you in the trenches when y'all all started together, and now y'all all had your own making your own waves and broke outside the city doing big things, and now what I mean, you look up and some tragic, some health issues. You know what kind of mind frame did that put you in? And when it comes to the urgency of music and things of that sort.
Man, the thing about it, Lucky Bro, it's been happening since the beginning. It's been happening since the beginning with Bango, Ken, Noop. Like back then, it was still happening, bro. So I don't know if it ever changed anything because like I don't know, it just give me more of a purpose and it give me another reason to keep going and another person to make proud. But man, it's been happening since the beginning. Like, as we get older, it hit different, obviously. But man, death, like, it'll numb you, man. It'll numb you for real. Like, it's actually sick. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, this is one of them things it ain't no answer for it. Ain't no answer for death, bro. It ain't no reaction, ain't no emotion that can justify that.
Okay. Now,
For
man,
real.
you know how I always do, man. Somewhere, we're gonna either we're gonna have you talk about the top five now, but we ain't gonna do that today. Because now, we already know that you in the top, maybe the top three.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? Easy can go for, top one. Because like I said, I got some stuff I'm gonna drop that's gonna probably shock a lot of people. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But let's talk about some of these newbies, man. Who's some of these new cats from the city people should be on the lookout for?
Mm. So I like PBT Ace. Well, I'm sorry, his name ain't. I think he go by Ariane now, formerly known as PBT Ace. I like him a lot, man. He just got that raw talent, man. For real. He got the voice, he got the flow, he got the swag. He got the whole package, man. Shout out to him. You got your Polo boy New News, man. He stay out of trouble. It's up for him easily. Um, that Wild Child Ty. artist, man. He nice. It's something about him, man. Maybe it's just the confidence and the fearlessness in him. I ain't 100% sure what it is, but it's something, bro. It's something about him, man. I'd be like, yeah, he got it, man. He got the it factor in some form or fashion. And it's some more, man. It's a guy, Mello. I can't remember exactly what his whole name is, but it's Mello. I think something Y Mello, but he nice. He got a nice flow to him. I wish I was more tapped in with the next generation of artists, man. But they wave is just like it's so I don't know how to explain it. It just seems so far from us. You know what I mean? Like they got their own little flow and they ain't even trying to mingle with the OGs. They out here doing their own thing. They don't care to link with us. So you got to go out there and really find them for real. But man, I've been hearing some stuff here and there, bro, and they got it going on for real. Yeah, that's a OG's saying right there. They got it going on, boy. I'm getting up there.
But hey, I got something that I want to see happen, man. Before y'all stop and get out of the game because all y'all doing a lot of different things. But there's a project that I would love to see happen because I think all y'all have a crazy connection when y'all work together, and that's you, Tone, uh, Swole, and dang, there was one more. There was one more person that I had thought about that would be if all y'all get together, that'd be a crazy project.
You talking about a project or a song?
No, a project. Y'all need to do a whole project together. That
You about to
should be
say
crazy.
tragic?
No, not tragic.
Oh,
He in y'all generation. Dang, it's on the tip of my tongue when I was just listening to him too.
you about to say Jetty? No,
Uh-uh. Jet be a good one too.
nah, yeah,
Yeah,
I mess with Jetty for sure.
the four of y'all, man, y'all do a project, man. I think that project be crazy.
Yeah, you talking about 4200 Corey?
Nuh-uh,
Hey,
no,
nah,
nope,
okay,
I
yeah,
don't even.
that's another one though. I should have said him first, man. 4200 Corey, boy, he's me, bro. I feel like he is me. Like
Oh,
every
see,
time
I'm,
I see him, I'm like, oh nah, that's young Skip right there, boy. Like that's back Skip Saturday's Skip for sure.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go check him out now.
Yeah, bro, nice.
Okay, but yeah, if y'all folk got together did a project, man, I think y'all shake up some trees and make some fruit fall.
And that ain't far fetched at all for real. And that's a North Sider. Me and Swole East Side. We need to get somebody from the West Side for sure. That's what it need to be. Northeast. Cause Swole far east, I'm regular. Yeah. But yeah, nah, that ain't far fetched at all, bro. Like we all cool, we all locked in. So it
Yeah,
just take a matter of time. You know, everybody got kids and whatnot now. So
yeah. That's what I said. I know y'all all doing y'all thing, man, but y'all need to give us one of those. So there's still some
yeah.
unity in the city.
Nah, for sure that you right. You right.
Uh,
Something like that do need to happen for sure.
uh, but man, I definitely appreciate you as always taking time out to chat with the OG, man. You know me because everybody think they say I'm old now. You know me.
And it's a
I,
given, man. If you luck dog call, man. I'm coming through.
They
Show
put
that.
sir put on Facebook. They tell me I'm the OG to the OGs.
Hey,
uh,
get like that. Come on, it's gonna be me one day. Hey, it's inevitable.
but I definitely want to give you flowers, man. You definitely been consistent with this. You never seen to let nobody down with this music, man. And I just want to tell you to keep on striving, keep on doing your thing. Keep on bringing this good music, and of course, keep on being a great father, man. Because I be watching. I be like, yeah,
Yeah,
man. I remember when he was a little guy running around here, and now look at him.
I appreciate it, bro. For real, man. Straight up.
And remember, man, the little kids they don't dance, man. They boogie, bro. They boogie.
For sure. Much
All
love,
right.
fam.
All right, I'm gonna let you get up out of here, man. Appreciate you taking the time out again, man. And it's always up. I need that Black Joy record, bro. I need it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
I'm
easy. I
I'm throwing
got you.
I'm throwing that on first thing Friday. Fire Fridays, and I'm servicing all the DJs and telling everybody need to get behind that record.
Out the gate. Ain't nothing to it. I got you.
All right.
All right, peace.
All right, bet.